Hello there, thank you for joining me for today's practice and welcome back to the beautiful Coach House studio. If you've seen any of my previous yoga videos, you'll see they've been recorded in the studio. Slightly different area, but it's a beautiful day today. The sun is shining, the motorbikes are out, and I thought this is a really nice spot to record today's practice. So today's practice is going to be Yin Yoga. So this is going to be a beautiful practice for you if you just want to switch off, to go inside and to bring yourself into the present moment. And that's just the mental benefits. Physically, we're going to be going beyond the muscles. We're going to be concentrating on the connective tissue of the body, which is the tendons, the ligaments, and also the web of collagen that holds our whole body together, the fascia. So that's what we're doing with Yin Yoga. So if you're ready to begin, please join me on the mat in any comfortable seated position of your choice. I'm going to take a few moments just to start this class by grounding ourselves, bringing us into the present moment and just coming within, getting in touch with within. So any seated position of your choice. Once you're seated, ensure your spine is nice and tall. Your shoulders are dropped away from your ears, no hunching up. Let's just let go of that tension. Ensure your bum bones are grounded into the mat or the cushion if you're sitting on one. And if you need to, feel free to part your cheeks. No shame, not in my game. Once you're there, once you're in that comfortable position, tuck your chin slightly to elongate the back of the neck. Bring your hands onto your knees, either palms down or palms up, whichever's most comfortable for you, and close your eyes. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of the rhythm of your breath, whether you're breathing shallow or deeply, whether you're breathing into your tummy or into your chest. And just notice how your body breathes itself naturally. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh if that feels good. Another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth with a sigh. One more deep breath in through your nose and out through the mouth. Allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm and just observe. Breathe in and out through your nose. Notice the cool air at your nostrils as you breathe in and the warm air as you breathe out. If you want to set an intention for today's practice, now is a good time to do that. If you're not sure how to set an intention for your practice, then ask yourself, why yoga and why now? What brought you onto the mat today? Forget about what you had to do before you came to your practice today, and push away any thoughts of what you need to do once you finish your practice. This time here is for you and you alone. There is no other time that exists. There is only the here and now, this very moment. Slowly blink your eyes open and welcome to the present. Remove a cushion or bolster if that was what you were sitting on, and bring yourself around to tabletop. Bring your hands and wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. We're going to perform a couple of rounds of cat-cow poses here. So cow pose, dropping your tummy down to the mat, looking forward, sticking your bum up in the air as you breathe in. That's cow pose, Vittalasana. And as you breathe out, tuck your chin to your chest, arch your spine, tuck your tailbone under into cat pose, Marjariasana. Back to cow as you breathe in, out to cat. Breathe into cow, breathe out to cat. And meet me back in neutral spine. Take a slight pause here. If you need to pause the video to do so, then that's fine. You might need a block or two and a bolster or a cushion or a rolled up blanket at this point. So if you paused to go and get blocks or books even instead of blocks, if you don't have any blocks, a bolster or a blanket rolled up or a cushion, welcome back. So first pose that we're going to do today is puppy pose. So bringing your knees underneath your hips, start to walk your hands forward to the top of the mat and sink your chest down towards the mat until you can bring your head to rest, your forehead to rest on the mat. Now at this point you can use a cushion for your head, you can use a block to rest your head on. If it doesn't feel comfortable to bring your head all the way down to the mat, you can rest your head on a block or onto a bolster, whichever is comfortable for you. If you don't find that this gives you enough intensity in your shoulders, you can bring your chin to rest on the mat instead of your head. And once we find ourselves in the most comfortable version of puppy pose for us, relax into the pose. We're going to be holding these poses for 3 minutes at a time. And in Yin, you can hold these poses for anything up to 10 minutes. So if you feel like 3 minutes just isn't long enough for you, then feel free to pause this video and stay in the pose for as long as feels good for you. If at any point you feel that the pose is too intense, you can ease back out of the pose, rest for a second, and then bring yourself back into the pose. Gently lift your head and your upper body away from the mat and start to walk your hands back towards you. Bring your toes together and your knees as wide as the mat. Sink your hips back towards your heels and stretch your arms out in front of you. Bring your chest down to the mat, towards the mat, in between your thighs, just as necessary. And bring your forehead down to the mat. As with puppy pose, if this becomes too intense at any point, ease yourself back out of the pose, rest for a second, and then bring yourself back into the pose. I also find that a good way of easing any tension or areas of really high intensity discomfort while in these yin poses is to visualize the breath as you breathe it in through your nose. Imagine seeing it come through your body into your lungs, and then from your lungs into your blood, and to the point of the area of high intensity, and you visualize sending your breath to that area. And I've found that that will help to ease that intensity and allow me to sink deeper into the pose. So it's definitely worth trying. Gently lift your head away from the mat. Start to walk your hands towards you. 3 minutes just flies by in these poses. Like I say though, if that's not long enough for you, then definitely pause the video and stay in that pose for as long as feels comfortable. Bring your hands back to the mat in tabletop position, and then bring your hands slightly forward of that. Tuck your toes, lift your knees off the mat and press your hips up towards the sky and your chest down towards the mat for downward facing dog. It's a gentle downward facing dog here. We're not trying to stretch anything too much. Just a gentle, slight bend in your knees. Lift your right foot up and back. Bend your knee and bring your right knee through to the back of your right wrist. Your left foot, your right foot comes across to the left side of the mat. So towards the left. And then your back leg reaches all the way behind you. Untuck your toes. Stretch your leg out. You can use a block at this point to support your hip in pigeon pose. Like I say, if you don't have a block, you can use a book. Once you've got a comfortable leg position and you feel nice and balanced and supported, you can lower your chest over the top of your right thigh and either bring your forearms to the ground in front of you and rest your head on your forearms. Or you can bring a block, rest your head on the block. Or for an additional shoulder stretch, you can reach your arms all the way beyond the top of the mat as far as feels comfortable. So find whichever is more comfortable for you and ease into the pose. Slowly begin to lift your head. Brush yourself away from the mat and bring yourself back to a gentle downward dog. Ooh. Lift your left leg up and back. Bend your knee and bring your left knee just to behind your left wrist. Your left foot over to the right side of the mat. Untuck your toes of your right leg. Stretch the right leg behind you. Again, you can use a block underneath your hip for extra support. Once you're in a comfortable, stable position, allow your chest to drop over the top of your left thigh and use any arm position that feels comfortable for you. So once again, you could have your forearms at the top of the mat and rest your head on them. You can rest your head on a bolster, on a rolled up blanket, on a cushion, on a block, so many different variations. Or you could stretch your arms up to the top of your mat and beyond and rest your forehead on the mat. Again, it's whatever is most comfortable for you. If you find your mind wandering while we're in these poses, a little tactic, if you like, that I've found for bringing myself into the present is to count the breath. It's called counting Zazen. So as you breathe in, you count 1. As you breathe out, you count 2. Breathe in, 3. Breathe out, 4. Breathe in, 5. Breathe out, 6. Continue counting your breaths until you get to 10. And then once you've reached 10, go back to start again at 1. And if you lose count at any point, just come back to 1 and start again. This can definitely help us stay present and can have a very meditative, easy for you to say, meditative effect as well. It's extremely relaxing. Gently start to lift your head again. Come up onto your hands. This time, roll over onto your left hip and bring your right leg around in front. Bring your back down onto the mat and hug your knees into your chest. Rock gently from side to side if that feels good. Give your lower back a little massage. Bring the soles of your feet down to the floor. Arms out to the sides in a T shape with your palms facing up. Cross your right leg over the top of your left and roll both your legs over to the left hand side. You can use your left hand at this point to gently press down the outside of your right thigh and turn your head over to the right and look out across your right palm. Bring your head back to center. Release your left hand and bring both your knees back up to center. And cross your legs, hug your knees into your chest again, roll from side to side. Soles of your feet back to the mat, arms back out to the sides in a T shape. Cross your left leg over the top of your right. Allow both your legs to fall over to the right hand side. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh to give it a gentle extra bit of weight to press it down towards the ground. And turn your head over to the left and look out across your left palm. Bring your head back to centre, knees back to centre. Uncross your legs, hug your knees into your chest again. Give yourself a hug. Rock gently from side to side if that feels good. Bring your soles of your feet back to the mat. Now I would highly recommend using a block and a bolster for this next pose. Bringing your block to the very top of your mat and having it facing long ways down the mat. Bring your bolster around, if you can pick it up, and place that on top of your block. Bring your lower back to the bottom of the block and lower your upper back onto the bolster. Sorry, I said block there, didn't I? Bring the soles of your feet together as close or as far away to your bum as feels comfortable. Feel free to adjust and allow your knees to fall out to the sides. If you need to use a block or a bolster underneath, your thigh, or thighs for extra support, you can place the block here. If it's too intense, if the stretch is too intense on the inner thighs here, this is a very good way of reducing the intensity and providing that little bit of extra support. Otherwise, bring your hands either to your tummy or down by your sides, palms up or palms down, whichever is nice and comfortable here. Close your eyes and relax. Allow gravity to do the work here. Slowly start to bring your knees back together. Reclined butterfly pose. It's an extremely relaxing pose. And this leads us nicely into our final pose for today's practice, which is corpse pose, Shavasana. Straighten your legs out. Don't even have to open your eyes to move between poses. Allow your feet to fall open naturally to the sides. Bring your arms out to the sides with your palms facing up. Become aware of your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. With every out-breath, allow your body to sink deeper and deeper into the mat and into the earth beneath you. Feel your body getting heavier and heavier as you sink deeper and deeper. Know that in this very moment, you can allow yourself to completely relax, to release all tension, release all thoughts. Allow yourself the greatest gift of complete surrender. Surrender your body to the earth beneath you and feel the weight of that earth pressing back up against you, saying, I'm here, I have you, I'm supporting you. You don't need to do anything. Right now, you need to do nothing but be. Bring your awareness back to your breath. And every time your mind wanders off, acknowledge that thought or feeling. And bring yourself back to your breath, back to your prana, that life force energy. Start now to become aware of your surroundings once again. Of the things you can sense, hear, smell, and become aware of your body and what you can feel. Taking a nice deep breath to bring some movement back to your body. And let that out with a sigh if that feels good. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circling your ankles and your wrists. Bring your arms up and overhead and point your toes away from you as you have a full body, beautiful morning stretch. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself some love, give yourself some gratitude. You deserve it. And now roll over onto your right hand side into the fetal position, using your right arm as a pillow if need be. And when you're ready, place your hands on the mat. Press your upper body away and come and meet me in any comfortable seated position of your choice. Keeping your eyes closed for now. Bring your arms out to the sides with your palms facing up. Bring your arms up and overhead, capturing all that positive energy and good vibes in between your hands. Getcha. Bring your hands down to your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Gently blink open your eyes, letting the light. We have all these positive vibes, all this good energy right here. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Yin practice. I hope you found it helpful. I hope it's been beneficial. And I think now would be an amazing time to head on over to my Yoga Nidra video. That would just be the perfect ending to this lovely, relaxing Yin class that we've just had. So please do go and check that video out, and I hope that you enjoy that as much as you enjoyed this one. Thank you once again for trusting me to guide your practice today, and thank you for your energy and your time. Namaste.